I used to think words were just sounds, just noise, something people threw around without much thought. But I learned, painfully, that words can break someone or bring them back to life. My name's Rachel, and a few years ago I said something I can never take back. It was during one of those bad days. You know, when everything feels like it's falling apart. Work stress, bills piling up, no sleep. My younger sister, Lily, called me crying about something small, her breakup, I think. I was tired, angry. I snapped. I said, "God, Lily, maybe they left because you're too much to deal with." Silence, then a soft, "Okay." Click. That was it. I stood there, phone still in my hand, realizing I'd just used the sharpest knife I had, my words. We didn't talk for 3 months, and during those months, every time I saw her name on old photos or memories, I felt this ache in my chest, because deep down, I knew my words had hit a wound she already carried. That's when I learned lesson number 1. Words don't disappear when they're spoken. They echo. Every word we speak either builds someone up or breaks something down. There's no neutral ground. One night, I finally got the courage to call her. She didn't pick up, so I left a voice message. I said, "I'm sorry. I was hurting, and I took it out on you. You didn't deserve that. I love you." No response. A week later, she showed up at my door. She looked tired, like she'd been crying for days, and she said something that shattered me. "Rach, I kept replaying your words. I started to believe them." That's when I realized the power of words, to plant seeds. You can plant doubt, or you can plant healing. But whatever you plant, grows. I hugged her and said, "Then let me plant something new." That's lesson number 2. Kindness isn't weakness. It's replanting where you once tore roots out. From that day on, I made it my mission to speak differently, to others and to myself, because I realized I wasn't just harsh to people, I was cruel to me too. I'm so stupid. I'll never get this right. Why can't I just be better? You ever notice how you talk to yourself when no one's listening? Yeah, those words matter too, because your heart hears everything your mind says. That's lesson number 3. Kind words heal both ways, the one who receives them and the one who gives them. So I started doing something simple. Every night before bed, I'd look in the mirror and say one kind sentence to myself. "You're doing your best. You handled that better today. I'm proud of you." It felt weird at first, but slowly I noticed a shift. I was softer, calmer, more patient with myself and others. And something amazing happened. People around me started mirroring it. At work, when I began speaking with kindness instead of frustration, my team opened up more. Friends called me for advice. My sister told me one day, "You sound lighter." That's the power of words. They ripple. One small act of love in your tone, your text, your silence, it spreads. Think about it. How many people right now are carrying invisible bruises from something said years ago? A careless comment, a sarcastic remark, a moment of anger. And how many people could be healed today if we simply chose to speak life instead of pain? That's lesson number 4. Every conversation is an opportunity to heal someone you don't even know is hurting. A few months after our fallout, Lily told me, "That apology saved me. Not because it erased what you said, but because it reminded me that love still exists." Those words hit me like light through clouds, because that's what love does. It reminds people that even in a world that can be harsh, there's still warmth left in it. So here's what I want you to take from my story. Pause before you speak. Ask, will this help or will this hurt? Compliment more. You'll never regret lifting someone up. And when you mess up, and you will, apologize fast. The longer you wait, the deeper the wound. We live in a world that's quick to react and slow to reflect. But healing starts with choosing words that build instead of break. If you want to change the world, start with how you speak. Start small. One kind word, one gentle response, one apology. Because kindness isn't just about manners, it's about energy. It's how we remind people they matter. There's a quote that changed how I see everything. Be careful with your words. Once they are said, they can only be forgiven, not forgotten. So let your words leave light, not scars. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button, drop a comment about a kind word you'll speak today, and subscribe for more stories that remind us what really matters. Because in a world full of noise and chaos, love spoken out loud is the most powerful sound of all.